Lately I've been staring at the dark. Turn my inner demons into art. Struggle with the pain inside my heart. Wish I didn't care about what they say. What you want to say, what you want to say, what you want to say, what you want. Say what you want to say, 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 what you want to no one.
You gotta get up every morning. Big boss getting richer every minute. Oh no. Big boss on. You gotta get up every morning. Big boss getting richer every minute. Oh no. good. Make me feel good. Make me feel good.
Good morning, traders. How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody is well. Hope you're all doing good. We rearranged the stream a little bit here today. I think it looks a little bit better on the main screen. On the main screen, we got a little bit more real estate for the charts, so can actually see what the fuck's going on. Looks like the markets did dump yesterday off that sweep that I was talking about. Too bad I was gone. Would have made some money. What's up, Powerhouse? We're gonna try to get you on today too. Hopefully I can get this worked out. Might have to do a little trial and error so I can get you on in Discord and then get the Discord audio pumping out to the stream. I think I can figure it out. So kind of switched up the main screen here a little bit. Give us a little bit more real estate for the charts. Yeah, like I can just bring Discord up like this, right? If you want to show me something, and then when you're not showing me something, I can just go back to teaching you on this through the stream. I can just share out my screen on Discord too. We'll figure it out. I think we make some money today. Not gonna go very far, just making $75 per time. Have my, these were the trades yesterday. 70% win rate. Really wasn't too much. Made $72. 7 wins, 3 losses. Let's have a look at the ecom calendar. Anything coming up today? Nothing today at all. Okay, nothing. That's easy. Let me just change the titles here. Yeah. this is, man. Whatever. All good. So just bear with me here for a couple minutes, Powerhouse, and I'll try to get this set up a little bit here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work or not. Okay. Yeah. Check. Check. So, you know. Check. Check. Oh, it just automatically comes on the chat. Okay. So I don't want the audience to hear me. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to take it off this. Okay. Yeah, it's all good, bud. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Check. Check.
Discord check. Discord check. Check Discord, check Discord. Should have probably done this before we went live streaming. So why isn't this coming in? I don't understand. It only comes in when I'm yeah, like this should be working. Voice and video. Check. Yeah, see? Seems to work when I'm in the settings. I don't know why. Works in settings. Check. Hello. Maybe I need to just close Discord and open it back up. Sometimes that works. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an echo. First, I need to take out the mic out of the normal mix here. All right. Are we back on yet? Is this working yet? Check 1. Check. Why? It must be something in the routing. Yeah, we might have to because I can't figure it out. It's kind of a little frustrating that it won't work, though. I don't know why. It's showing up in the mix, you know. I'll have to look it up. Check. Check. Does this work? No. Yeah, I don't know, brother. I'm gonna have to. We can just do it afterwards, I guess. Really, I should figure out how to fucking do this though. Now it's getting me angry because it's not working. You know? Check. Check. Yeah. Unfortunately not working. Only works in the settings. Oh, maybe this. Check. No. Nah. Can't get it to work. I'll have to do some research on it. I thought it would be pretty easy to get it set up, but I guess not. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not working. I should set it up though to get on, you know, to get on a call with people if they want to call in. That's fine. I'm fine to do that. Just need to get it hooked up correctly so it does it. It should work. Like this shit is, it's good software. I don't understand it was working, but only in settings when it was bringing it across. When I was on, it wouldn't bring anything across. That's okay. What are you gonna do? Anyway, let's get into the markets. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. ES, what happened yesterday? This is where I left the market. Right here. I did talk about them sweeping this first. I took shorts here and took profits here. I did talk about them sweeping that. Is this an arrow? No. Rush. Okay. I can just use arrow, I think. Yeah, I did talk about them sweeping this up here. Right here. They made it a bit difficult. Not really a place to get in on the initial dump, but they did give a good entry here. This would have been easy peasy entry, right? Coming back up, testing the bottom of the range here in the initial failure spot. So if I was around the market, I probably would have made money here, but you know, this happened like, when did this happen? Middle of the night, 6 a.m. So it's all good. So at this point, what we're going to be doing is looking for long tries, most likely. When they make new lows lower than this, they already have. I'd like to see them dump it a little bit more. This isn't very nice for a setup. NQ did a nah. NQ, I'd like to see them below this before I take any kind of action. trying to hold this. This is the second test on this thing though, so not the greatest. This initial one would have been good. It's probably a no trade day for me on NQ. Yes, I'd like to see them dump it a little bit more below this, and then I'd be looking for longs. Let's just look at the 4 hour here. Check out the 4 hour. Oof, we're coming into a highly tested area already, right? This swing has already been tested, and it's an internal swing. Really, I think it's going down here still, man. So really that we should be looking for shorts. We might get a move below this and then pump up to here. The next thing to be looking at is kind of here. There's two areas here to be looking at. The top of this. So basically around back up to here. I don't know if we'll get a pump though, really. Kind of be looking at that for a short in that area. I can get this off here now. So those are kind of the plays for me. If we do get up here, I'll be looking to short this. If we get below this line first and then start gaining, I'll look to long it up into this area. This was almost perfect too. I should have took this trade yesterday. Came into the area, dumped it, and then came back up and tested. They did fail this here too, right? They failed this right here. So this would have been a decent trade. Anything in hindsight, right? And then we've had a little gain, but nothing significant. Yeah, not even a close above. Kind of looking for this level down here too more, a little bit. Liquidity is going to be here. So in this range, I know it's kind of a big range, but that's kind of the area that I'd be looking at to be getting involved in longs. On the short side, the shorts have been kind of taken out already. They've been ripping. If we do get another pump again, there is a pretty good fair value gap here where they broke the range. So when they broke this range, just move this one down a bit here now. So they broke this range down. So there's a pretty good fair value gap here. So I'd be looking between here. Oops. Around here. What the hell, man? Yeah. Above that line in this area to short it. That's kind of the area. Those are the two spots, longing from here and shorting from here. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let me just look at this on a 4-hour chart too first. So we've already taken we're in a spot to long it actually. Yeah, they've touched the top of this. I'd like to see them touch the top of this though. This is really the area to be looking at. This middle one. So I'd like to see them a little bit lower. If they do start pumping it from here, we may get involved. Maybe. Have to see. That's the gap up there that we're looking at for sure. Okay. Back to the 15 on this guy. NQ is going to be kind of a no trade day, I think, for me on NQ. Nothing too fancy there. I don't like it. And then Bitcoin. Let's look at the 4-hour here on Bitcoin. Check out what's going on the Bitcoin. So still holding this range, yeah. I really like it a lot better down here. 61. But we might not get that far down, you never know. Never know with this shit. They're trying to hold the top range. The next kind of area down is here. That's been tested. So the next area down is here. And then there's a fair value gap here. So I really wouldn't be looking to take any kind of longs until we get down to this area. From there, and then the fair value gap right here. On the shorts, they're trying. They've failed the 4 hours, so like you'd be more inclined to short this than anything else. So I'd be watching this for shorts. Anything above here. We're kind of mid-range right now, so you can't really be taking trades. They've already taken that, so anything above there, I'd be looking for shorts. This is the 4 hour move, and there's a couple things here. There's there's this thing here. There's this. There's this. There's a little bit of a fair value gap here too, so they did lose this. They did lose this with a vengeance, right? So, coming back up into that area, getting back above this line to sweep the liquidity would probably be a decent area to be looking for shorts. So above 667, 980. I'd really like to see ES come down here first before taking longs, and really need to be actually down here is where we're looking for. Yeah, down here. But I'll take scalp longs as soon as we make even a little bit lower. They didn't really give a good setup, so it's kind of a no trade. It's kind of a no-go for me. No trade go. Euro USD, sure. I should put it on M6E. Pretty good area, honestly. Second test into this zone. You see, when they like this was the time to long this right here, right? The second test into this zone is, it's a little bit more not as good, but this is still a decent area for them to hold it. But you really want to try to get the initial, right? So when they gain this, they're coming down, they hit a fair value gap here, then they gained with a vengeance, right? So when they came back into this fair value gap here is where you wanted to try to long it. So coming down here now is like they're, you know, this is catching a falling knife, right? Like you need to wait for something to gain. This is on the daily chart, so you know they could hold this area. So you know, just going to be looking on the small. This is a good area for them to hold. So need to be looking on the smaller chart for just look at the 4 hour one more time here. So just nothing on that. They swept that again, so it's gonna be this. It's the level. Stopped out 3 times trying to long on the 1 hour. Shouldn't be trying to long yet, really. I don't think. Like this is a good area to hold, but they're not even at the level yet, right? So tell me where your setup was here on the 1 hour. They didn't even gain anything, right? There's been nothing gained here at all. Nothing on the 1 hour. And they swept the lows here. So this is the only thing I see here is a 1 hour continuation short on a failure to gain this. So you could put some like pot shot orders there with stops like here, you know, because the stop's so good. They actually failed this hourly again over here too. So I would think that this is going to go lower. If it does go up, you know, they still haven't gained anything on the inside. Nothing. This is all internal trend, and this is the thing to gain is this. So if they don't gain that, that's going to be an area to be taking for shorts. We can discuss your thinking. I don't understand what you're saying, Powerhouse. After the stream, you mean? We can definitely if you want. It's fine. Let me look at the 15. So there was a setup here. They did gain this 15 minute. But again, this is kind of internal. They did make new lows, so that, you know, this would have still been valid. So taking a long here would have been valid, but honestly, I would have been stopped out. Where I would have got long here is here. And I would have already taken PTs, right? I would have took PTs on a touch of this. and then I would have been stopped out on the rest. Yeah, you took that? Yeah, okay. Well, that's still a fair trade, but did you take profits? Did you get a profit out of it? You got to understand when you're taking trade like that, you're in a wicked downtrend, right? So like, you know, you can't expect the stars for that. You know, you can't. I would maybe have a runner to here. This is the 1 hour, the next 1 hour block. I would have took the majority of the profits here. Yeah, 2 stops. So you should have took 2 and add 1 runner to the 1 hour. And after that, you tried again. So where did you try again? That doesn't make sense, trying again. So trying again here? Yeah, you did take impulse trades, because trying again here doesn't make any sense, right? Here, they've failed this. So they've failed. This isn't the best software for this, really. They came up and then they had an internal trend failure here. Then they came up and they just failed again. Now they're trying to hold, but like, I would be more so thinking that they're gonna fail this fair value gap here. If they do pump it, this is probably a good spot to take more shorts, you know, and then target the next level down, which is this down here. And then if they do gain that, even up here is a 1 hour failure to gain. So this is gonna play for at least a scalp. Really, when you're trading the euro, you need to be looking at the Dixie also, right? Do you trade it like that? Like you need to be looking at the Dixie when you trade the euro. So let's just look at the Dixie. Dixie on the 1 hour. Are we at anywhere here special? Quite the run. This is a good area. See, we didn't quite get to it. This would be a front run if they failed it here. Just look at the daily here for a second. Yeah. I would think that the Dixie needs to get to here first before any significant pullback. So they're not ready yet. So like, you understand, right? Like when especially a daily level, like when instruments get to a big level, they slow it down, right? Like they pump the brakes. So you're gonna see some failures first. It doesn't usually just fail and then fail everything right away off of the first small failure, right? Especially coming into a bigger level, they pump the brakes, right? So they might fail a little bit, like not very much, and then pump it again. But yeah, you should always look at the Dixie when you're just to have an idea of what's going on. They are close. You're not wrong to be watching it. Definitely not wrong to be watching it, but that's kind of my take on it anyway. And then you wanted me to look at one other one here. What other one did you want? CAD chaff. All right, so since internal trend failure, so this is all internal right now. I don't really play internals too much. That's how you get in trouble. Is this just all-time low or what? Is this the lowest it's ever been? Wow. Yeah, this is in the gutter, man. So when you're playing around all-time lows like that, you need to play a bigger time frame, right? You can't just play small time frame anything at all. Especially when it's in like such a look at this downtrend. This is nuts, right? So you need to be looking at the very least an hourly. So the last hourly setup was here. And honestly, this wasn't even that good of a setup. Yeah, this wasn't even that good of a setup. This was the last hourly setup. It was here. So if I was trading this here, so I'd wait for a gain of this. This wouldn't convince me because they didn't have closes above. Even this wouldn't really convince me. I wouldn't have got long here either. I would not have got long here. But once they gained this and retested that, that's where I would have entered. And I would have taken profits already. I would have took, profits there. I would have took profits here, most likely. For the runner target. Or probably even lower, actually. I would have took profits here. I'll sweep of that for the runner target. So everything else is internal trend. So, not saying you can't play internal trend, it doesn't work as well. So you need to be aware of that. So you can't be taking big, huge trades on internal trend plays because they don't work as well. Better just to focus on the main trend, and when you see shit like this, just fucking move along, trade something else. Because there's a million charts that you can be looking at. So you might as well find one that, that plays does exactly what you're trying to do. Yeah, it's not the worst, I guess. Not a trade that I would have done. I'd be waiting for some kind of a gain on this side before getting involved, because right now it's just failing. Maybe it'll gain that. Like you're hoping it gains this, you know, but it's failed it so far. And then you're taking trades, you know, you took a trade here when it didn't gain anything. So, you know, I don't know, like for me, it's not, and it's come into a level here. It's taken the liquidity out from underneath here. This is an already tested area. So like this could definitely go lower, right? So the next liquidity point is down here. This area is where I would be kind of looking. This is a mid-range, not good. You know, don't try not to trade mid-range if you can help it. Now, if they went like this and came back down there into this area, into this, then yeah, sure. This would be the area that I would be looking to get trades and aiming for up here. But need to gain that hourly first. And not just gain the hourly, you need to gain the hourly and create, you know, you need to do it with volume, and you need to create you know, a fair value gap or an untested level. I'm going to keep an eye on this this euro though. I like one more push down and then long. I might have to open it up on my personal account so I could hold the trade for a while. Oh man, so many charts I got going on here. Keep an eye on this bad boy. Okay. So, you know, this isn't too bad of a trade actually right here, right now for, not right here, right now, but soon for Russell. It's not quite at the level where I want it, but you know, it did take some pretty good liquidity here, so it could move back up to here. And then it's also gained on right here, and it's created a liquidity gap. So we'll wait to see how this candle closes out. I don't mind buying this gap with stops here and targeting the runner to here. That's probably going to be the trade for today. Absolutely no news, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a slower day, I think. In the old charts. In the old charts, oil actually presented a little bit of a short opportunity here. In oil. Oops. Just have a look at this on the longer time frame here. Yeah. The problem is this is in kind of a longing area, you know, and they did gain this, so I don't really like shorting this here. I would have liked to long it back here. I think could short, but it would be a quick one. I'd be more interested in longing this 4-hour continuation. and shooting for up here in oil. So that's probably the plan for oil if we get back down there. Yeah, this is the fair value gap right here. So, you know, I'd want to, I don't know how big are these stops here. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. 49. Could put a couple. We'll see if it gets. I really don't think that it's going to even play, but maybe. Could really put this a lot closer too, man. Like we could put this here. I think that's going to be the trade for oil. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a couple more here. So I'll leave this just on the go here to see if it goes. We'll see. I don't know if that's gonna play or not, but maybe worth leaving it there. It's kind of a pretty big drop to drop before it fills. So let's see. It'll just be on screen, off screen. Can't wait to get back to my office, man. I have like a fucking 49-inch screen and a giant 50-inch TV above it. Right now I'm working with like just a laptop screen and a little tiny monitor on the side too. Bit rough. So I am gonna take longs here too if this thing stops out, or like I'm just waiting for this candle to switch. We'll try a long here too. Yeah, man. Honestly, like I'm like, oh, what? Huh? Okay, so this one presented a gap here. Yeah. $32 stop, not too bad. So we'll see. I think this one will probably get filled. How old am I? 45 now. 46? 45. My dad is 46. I tell you, bro, I don't act 46, that's for sure. I never grew up. All right, in for 3. Yeah, I get that a lot. Like I don't act 46, man. That's for sure. My girlfriend's 30. I'm not your typical 46-year-old, that's for sure. I live in Bali. All right, we're in for 5. Let's see if we can pull this out. Did you see how I scaled in the orders there too? Like my bigger orders were at the back, right? Yeah, you should always spread entries, and you should have your bigger entries at the back, right? So like here, I entered in here 1, then 2, then 2 more, and then whatever the bigger ones like down near the bottom of where you want to enter. And also you want to front run everything, right? Like you want to make sure that you're in the trade. Skinner's a pretty smart guy, but the way he trades is it's really difficult what he does, right? On the small time frames. I'm gonna add a couple more here. I better not. Yeah, Bitcoin is, I'd be looking for shorts above 67 if it gets up there. They kind of already did it, so I don't know if they'll do it again. But they did leave a gap up there to fill. Really, I think Bitcoin is going to be heading a little bit lower down here. This would have been, it'd be pretty awesome if they came back up here and we could short this. Let's see. I'm gonna add a little bit more here to this. You know, do I know Mike? Yeah, those guys taught me how to trade. Mike's a good friend. I spent maybe 3 years with him. And then I've taken classes from Skinner too before. I used to stream on Market Traders TV. Yeah, man. Good times it was over there. Yeah, a lot of good times. Down now. Yeah, I used to be part of that stuff too, man, but I don't know, just after you understand how to trade, it's just sometimes not, it's good not to listen to so much noise, you know. I mean, once you understand what's going on, then you just need to do it. that's it. The big thing about this is like that you need to be making like A1 choices, right? There's no sense in making, you know, subpar trades. Only trade perfect setups. Only trade good setups. That's it. Trading, you know, it doesn't make sense to trade a subpar setup because there's literally thousands of charts that you can look at. So just go find the good setup. Even on futures, like I'm looking at 7 different charts right now, you know, and I got trades out on 2 of them. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, the market moves in a pretty specific way, right? So when it makes a new low, you want to target it to go up here. When it makes the lower low, right? You already know what's gonna happen, right? The market moves like this. Or it moves like this. New highs, new lows. So like when you've made a higher high, you know, you want to take shorts on proper setups, targeting the lows, or, you know, multiple targets. Yeah, failure to failure. Yeah. What Skinner's talking about there is he's saying do not trade the mid-range. Don't trade mid-range trades. You only want to be taking setups here or here. These trades don't work out even close to as much. So that's just a higher risk trade. Okay, ES made new low again. Pretty decent move off the low. See if they can get back above here. All right, Russell, let's see if we can get a little pumpy here. Just pump it one time. Thank you, babe. Oh, yeah. It's good. Watermelon. You want to try one of these? So good. No. Sorry, babe, I don't like it. Okay. What are we doing here? Quite a bit away from a trade here in ES. Unless they make some kind of a swing down here. This is all tested, man. Not looking good. This would have been an okay trade, even though it was an inside trend, because they made a huge, they created a huge gap right at the swing. So that would have been a decent trade to be taken. Uh-oh, our trade's not looking the best. Hanging in here. We're hanging in. Hanging in. Let's just get just to here, man. Come on, guys. Is that a double bottom? Yeah, I don't like that. I don't really usually like when they leave double bottoms. They usually take those out. All right, boys. What are we doing here? Oil's looking like they want to re-achieve. Nifty 50. NIFTY. Losing the weekly here. This is the line that I have drawn out on it. Kind of expect them back down there. On the higher time frame. They've made a new weekly low, so could start looking for longs on a setup, right? New hourly low, so Hourly to gain is here. Couple important zones. Really, you want to see them get back above that, right? On an hourly level. Not just gain this and fail, because they could just fail this. So not just gain this. They really need to get back above that. Yeah. Because it's a weekly, I'd wait for at least an hourly gain with a vengeance. Just means like creating a gap and leaving an untested level, creating a fair value gap at the swing. Like gaining it on volume, you know, with volume, with aggression. Little gains, they don't, you know, they don't work out that much, right? You need to see volume. So you can put orders there. What do you mean on Nifty? For this, I would trade this on the hourly. So I'd like to see the hourly gain. Because the hourly is so close to this too, I'd like to see them close the hourly above this. And then when they do that, they need to gain this with like aggression and leave a fair value gap in this area. And then that would be the entry with stops under here. For a move higher. Target up there. Something like that. Because right now, like if you just wait for this little 1 hour to gain here, this is also, you know, a major level that it lost, right? So it could just gain this and lose this right here, right? So you really want to see it gain above this. And you want to see it with, you know, with aggression, with volume, with like a big candle move, and then leave a fair value gap. And this is like a 4 hour, right? I believe 4 hour swing. Yeah. So you'd want it to, you know, you'd want to use this as the entry. This area. Something like that. Kind of how I would break that down. Oil trying to hold here. Didn't really have a good failure, so that's why I didn't take any shorts. I'd like them just to come down here and go from there. Euro made new low. So still not quite at the area, but they made a new low at least. All right, man. Are we gonna pump it? Let's pump it one time. So I'm already gonna start peeling some away here. Not quite yet, but taking 2 here. Moving stop up to here. So we took 2 off. We what is the account here? Oh, I had a $3 profit loss. That's great. Took the wrong 2 off then, I guess, yeah. I should really close down a bit more of this. Okay, I'm gonna take off this last one here. Okay. 2 more left. 2 more runners. Stop in profit. Probably just gonna flatten the rest of this right here, because I don't like the way that this I don't like the way that these guys look there. I think they're gonna dump it. Could be wrong, but this way I'm already up $75 again, and you know, that's it. If you do the math on making $100 every day for trading, it works out to be quite a bit. Not bad. And again, this is on a prop account, right? So I need to close my trades before the day's end, or else I would have definitely kept runners on this to go a little bit higher right up here. So this was pretty good trade, man, right? You really can't complain about a trade like that. Even though it's small, it was perfect setup, right? They gained this with aggression, right? They gained this with volume, and they had a really nice candle that gained it. They left a fair value gap. They came back down, tested the fair value gap, and made new highs. This is what you look for in trading. After this occurs, you take the brunt of your PTs here. Like, I probably took PTs a little bit too early, but you take the brunt of your PTs, the most of it here. Move your stop into profit, and then that's it. You know, just move along to the next setup. And if you want to have runners, if you're on a scalping account, like a prop firm, most prop firms are scalping accounts, right? So you can't keep trades long, right? You have to get in and out. And because the way I trade, I'm only sitting at the charts until 10:30 maximum. How come not a lot of people have taught trading until recently? I don't know. The reason I started streaming was just purely out of boredom. There's always been lots of people, like, you know, saying they're gurus or whatever. A lot of people are a lot better than I am at trading. Trading just comes down to emotion, man. Your emotion involved in the trade. Anybody can learn price action. And there's been people that have done trading, like Market Traders TV has been around for like fucking 7 years. There's lots of people that do live trading. Honestly, I do it out of boredom because, you know, if I wasn't here talking to you guys, I'd be sitting here in silence. You know what I mean? So it's better to try to build a little bit of a community anyway. But appreciate you stopping in, brother. It's no worries, man. I'm happy to help. I'm gonna try to set it up so people can actually jump on the Discord and I can break down any questions that you guys have or whatever. I'll have it set up next time. I just didn't have it set up this time. I'm still fairly new to streaming, so I don't really know too much about the software. I mean, it should have worked. I don't understand why it didn't. All right, we got market open in about 23 minutes. What I'd like to see happen at this point in ES is for them to dump this range more, then gain this area, and then this will be the launch point for trades. Like a move like this, something like that. It's like gold's trying to make a new high. They're gonna gain this, so can look for shorts after they get above here. Let me just look at this on the higher time frame here. Can look for shorts after it gets above. Just put a mark on this. Yeah, I marked out the liquidity zone on ES already. I still think we're headed lower. That's why I kind of exited this trade too. I took a lot of profits here because I think the futures market is gonna go down, because like we've already this is all tested over here already, right? This is where all the liquidity is down here. This is the big untested area. So you know, I think we're gonna head down into this range. But you know, they could turn it around. It's just for trading, for me, it's this area is not the best area for trading because everything's been taken already here. You know, if you look at this area, this is a tested area already. So like they've already come down and taken all the action here. So I would expect them at the very least to take out this range, and then probably into take out this range too, and into here somewhere. You know what I mean? This is a big fair value gap area. This first one's been taken. This is a fair value gap on the 4 hour, I believe. Yeah, it's the 4 hour fair value gap. So this is a big untested 4 hour area right here. So this looks like the spot to me, 58.37. And then I don't know what it is on NASDAQ. Look. Yeah, lower than this. So yeah, down into here. This is the gap. Down into here. This swing. It's kind of where it looks like to me where it's going. They did gain this internal trend, but I don't know, the way ES looks, I think that this is gonna head down there too, and then we'll see what happens there, you know. Something like that. But we could go up first. You never know. They are trying to hold this line, right? So if we do start gaining above here, I'll look to take trades on a retest of this, just for a challenge back up to here. Okay, we're having a little bit of movement in oil here. Almost at our entry. Let's see if we can get filled here. I don't really like my stop on this one too much, but let's still try it. Might as well, right? You only live once. Euro USD. Yeah, I mean it looks okay, I guess, but I'd still wait until they gain the hour, maybe on a smaller time frame for Euro. I have Euro here too. Like how I would play Euro is I would wait until it gets back above this and then buy the bounce. Not saying that you can't take trades here. Like if you want to play off this now, you can, but you just need to have super tight stops because it might not work, right? So for me, I like to wait to see them gain it first and then just target up here. Save yourself a lot of headache that way, honestly. Just wait for confirmation. You do end up missing some trades, but honestly, it's not getting involved in trades early is I don't know, man. Like you end up it ends up not being worth it. Looks like I should have held on to that M2, that Russell trade a little bit longer. Oh well, what you gonna do? Still made money, right? Let me look at the hourly here. We might have a short situation going on. Nah, not yet. It's just an hourly continuation down, but after taking liquidity like that and pumping, I don't know, it might continue. Kind of got over the first spot here. Not really any gaps here either. This one, they played it. Don't love it. at the 4 hour here for a sec. This is kind of the next thing. I wanted them to get a little bit lower here, man, so I could get a decent trade. It's like gold making a push. I'm gonna try to take out the highs here. Might have an opportunity on gold soon. Could have made double that if I would have just held on to my trade. Could have, would have. At least the streaming is working good today. is honestly not too bad of a setup on Bitcoin. They did gain here, then they swept the lows, came back and retested and held, regained again, holding. Not too bad. Let's remove back above this. They already took the liquidity too, so not the worst. Market open, 3 minutes. See what happens. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a decent trade. Yeah, that's not too bad. For sure. Good trade. Looks like CL didn't quite get to my level. Let's see. Maybe market open will do it. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a slow day today because no news or anything significant. Yeah, Powerhouse, I think you probably just need to take profits more often, man. It sounds to me like you may be holding trades and not and hoping for runners and just getting stopped out a lot, you know. I don't know. I found like after you understand price action, you know where the here's the market open, guys, and you know where the you know the points are where you're gonna see a bounce. You're better off, in my mind, to take the significant portion off, right? On the initial bounce, and then just stop the profit, and whatever happens. I know Skinner's says 4R, 3R trades like at best, but I don't know. When I was trading, I traded like that for a long time too, and I was, you know, just a little bit better than break even also. For me, I'd rather just, especially trading on prop firm accounts, you don't have the option to do that. Like, you need to be out of your trades, right? So the way I trade is I'm scalping most of the time because I need to be out of my trades. This still hasn't gained anything. But if it does gain, I like to see it like get up into that fair value gap up here, then come down. Looks like ES dropping again. I'd want it up there. Oh, is this the one that you gave me? No, this is an old one. I'd want it up here because that would gain this 15. This is the gain, right? Taking this trade without gaining this, it didn't gain anything, so it's still just downward trend. I usually only enter trades on fair value gaps too. So for that trade, I would only enter this trade if it gained this swing with a big candle and created a fair value gap there. So when it came back down, there's something to push it, right? You end up missing trades sometimes, like doing it like that, but it's you know, it's way safer. You know, you'll let your you know, your win rate will be way higher if you do it that way. And like missing a trade is not a big deal, man. Like, it's fine. I'll just come tomorrow and there'll be more trades to have, you know. It's better to find your setup. I really only trade the same fucking setup all the time. I only trade a few setups. So when they're perfect, then I'll execute. If not, then I just move along. So fair value gaps, the way I use them, you can use them at any, like there's fair value gaps all over the place, and some of them play, some of them don't. The way I use it is I only look for fair value gaps on gains. So when you're in a position that it gained, like let's take this Russell trade that I did today, for example. We were looking for it to gain this. The first gain, it didn't create a fair value gap. The second time it gained and then put this candle in, it created a fair value gap. So this is the trade that I took. I was waiting for this to gain with aggression and creating a gap. That's how I do all my entries, basically. And then look to the high, like I said, on prop firms, it's a little bit different. I just in and out a lot. So I'm more just scalping on these accounts, but on, I really should be sizing up my positions. I don't know what I was fucking doing. Just sitting here making $75. This account is 150 grand. You know what I mean? So like I need to be sizing up my positions a little bit more. But if I wasn't on this trade, if I wasn't on just the prop firm, I would be targeting up here, you know, and maybe even up here for a runner. Yeah, I really don't even like this whole range. I think this whole range is gonna bite the dick. But yeah, looking at these, you know, just these 7 charts that I have up, there's opportunities just in those to make one. You know, you can make 1 trade or 2 trades every day, and you can make $100 to $500 a day. It's not really not that big of an issue. Don't try to get like fucking giant trades. And if you do want to try to get a bigger trade, then you need to like, you still, every trade starts with a scalp, right? Like you're still taking the scalp profit target. Yeah, it's all good, Powerhouse. So, not too eventful of an open. I'm probably going to shut down these trades on oil. I don't think they're going to hit before I leave the computer here. I'm only going to be here for another 30 minutes or so, or 20 minutes. Euro looking like it's going to tank a little bit more, so no trade there yet. Let's have a quick look at Dixie here. And Dixie's still going. Dixie not finished yet. Almost there. Appreciate that follow. Welcome to the club, King. Bitcoin makes new local lows. Euro making new lows. Looks like ES and an NQ like to hold this level for now. Not really a setup that I would take, but I'd be more interested in shorting this, honestly. Yeah, I just don't like it. Not perfect. All right, Euro getting kind of interesting now. Just nowhere to stop this, right? Can't stop this way down here. Need to wait. Need to wait, and probably I will not be at the computer when it does pan out. Gold made new highs. So watching gold now for a failure opportunity. I think these guys are just going to keep going. Still watching it nonetheless. So oil's still hanging in the range. Trade's still active. We'll see if they can hit our entries here. I should fix this too. Well, Bitcoin looking a bit dumpy here. Might take out the new local lows. New local lows on Bitcoin. Let's see if they can take out the range low. Uh-oh, Bitcoin. Watch out. There's nothing here to trade really. Unless we re-achieve. There's a little gap down here. But those aren't the gaps that I usually buy. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the trading for today. I think basically, I don't see unless this oil trade gets initiated for some fluke, maybe. Doesn't look like it's going to. Looks like they want to just hold this range. Does ETH have futures, man? I should check it out. ETH futures ETF. Oh, it does. Check out what it is. I should just get that up on the old watcher too, right? Just put it here. Down here is really the next spot for me. Yeah. Well, some money is better than no money, again. Pushed a couple contracts too early on this. So yeah, so it looks like oil, I'm missing the trade here. So we're gonna flatten this. Too bad. Close but no cigar. It's fucking pumping too. This is really nothing. think it's gonna take this above there. And then hold this top side. Holding this top side might be a play. Creating a really aggressive, you know what I mean, move. So we'll see. It's too bad, man. I just had my orders just, you know, not that far away. Just didn't pan out. Keep an eye on it. All right. So not too much else to do here, boys. You know, we got a couple trades in. There's not really too many other setups here for me. We missed the oil trade. There might be a gold short. That's the only thing I can see right now. And there might be a euro long. Euro long actually looks pretty good, but needs to gain something first. We might have a gold short if we start losing this. It looks like it might be a gold short here, boys. I think I'm gonna try it. Just got one filled, so that kind of sucks. I'm just gonna flatten this for another $50 or whatever. We did fail this now. Didn't really create a gap, but whatever. Quick little scalp, better than nothing. I should have a bit more. One contract, brutal. All right, 104 on the day. Really gotta start pumping up the volume here on the contracts. Didn't really have a 15-minute close below. And I kind of want to have a profitable day again, so need to be really careful with prop firm accounts, man. It can't be like normal where you're a little bit loosey goosey on stuff. So looking at this Russell trade, if I didn't take profits and I would have held on positions, I would be stopped out now. So that's why I say it's, you know, it's okay to have runners, but you definitely need to be taking profits on the trades, right? You need to take the scalp profit. gold. Yeah, I just took a short on gold and I'm already out of it. When it started failing, after it swept the highs. I just took a quick one. The problem is it didn't fail it's not failing the 15 yet. So we'll see if it fails here aggressively, then we can target something down here, but for right now it's just the scalp, right? This to here. We're up to $100 on the day. Who's this? Made 40 bucks on it. Not huge, but without having a 15-minute close below here, they're just holding this, right? So if they make a move, like they make a big move down, if they made a big move down and then back up, yeah, sure. Target this. But for right now, they're just holding this. We'll have to see how this candle closes. And even if they just close it here, they're still just holding this swing, right? So this could easily just continue up. This was a good place to take stabs at shorts because the stop was so good. It swept the highs. It started having an aggressive move down. So I just took some trades. And because I normally what I would do is I'd take a quick PT here, and then I would move my stop. I would just move my stop up. I would just move my stop into profit. So my stop would be moved to like above this candle after this 15-minute closes or something like that, you know? Or maybe above this high. This is kind of, you want to see this fail. This right here. So if they do fail this is going to be the short opportunity right here. So if they fail this, just above this candle, and this will be the short opportunity, but it's not going to be a very good one because they've already closed the gap here. You see, if they left this gap open, then it would have been very good. You see how they closed the gap here on this one already? So better if they have like an aggressive move down and then leave a gap to push the market, you know? But because I need to have my trades closed, so like there's not really much point in me getting into too many more trades here. I can't wait any longer. Too much longer anyway. But you see this, you know, if I would have held on to this trade, I would have just been stopped out. Good thing I took my 70 bucks, you know? I could have had 70 bucks or I could have had zero because I would have been stopped out and made, you know, I would have just covered my stop. This is actually in a decent spot to take a short if this was a main trend. Because this is all inside trend, I don't really play those, but this is a fair value gap right here that's being played. They actually played it first here on this candle, so actually this is not the best, because this one here would have been the best. Failed this, didn't really have a close, so not the best, but you know that there's going to be resistance here, right? Like this is the area for them to have a move down. And you know, you may not think that this is a lot, but like on NQ, moving 20 points is quite a bit. can make a whole career out of getting 20 points on the NQ. Looks like Bitcoin trying to hold this level too. This is a decent little move. I like this area because they gained already here, swept it, and then now holding it and gaining again. Not bad. But my trading session is coming to an end here. So not too much more for me to do. Except for take my $105 to the bank, baby. Do you want to have a Discord call now, Powerhouse? Sure. So I'm just going to end the stream then. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel. I will be starting to post more content there. I'm on the regular, on the weekly. I'll see you in Discord, Powerhouse.